Hey guys, Worm here. Today, I came up with a pretty good Stasis Warlock build that absolutely obliterates endgame content. I seriously mean that. I was rocking this like almost exact build when Stasis Shards could be elemental wells, and almost 2 years later, this is still one of my favorite builds in the entire game. Starting off here, the centerpiece around this entire build is going to be Osmiomancy Gloves. This basically gives you 2 Coldsnap grenades. I know the other part of the exotic perk is also pretty good, and I'm way too lazy to take advantage of it. Moving on to our subclass, we're of course going to use Coldsnap grenade because, well, this is a stasis turret build. For aspects, I'm running Bleak Watcher because, again, this is a stasis turret build. And I'm also running Iceflare bolts. I know some people prefer Glacial Harvest so they can get some overshield from the stasis shards you make, but for me, personally, I like Iceflare bolts, so you can freeze an entire group of adds fast. For our fragments, I'm running Whisper of Refraction so I can get my Rift back fast, Whisper of Torment for that little bit of extra grenade energy, Whisper of Durance so my stasis turrets stay up for a little longer, and lastly, we get Whisper of Chains for that nice damage reduction. For Armour Mods, on our helmet, we get Stasis Siphon and a Heavy Ammo Finder and Scout. On our arms, we got a Grenade Kickstarter, Impact Induction, and Bolstering Detonation. For our chest, we get Charged Up and whatever resistance you want. I personally like Sniper, but it's up to you. On our boots, we get Innervation, Recuperation, and Stacks on Stacks. And finally here, we got on our Bond, which is 2 Bombers and a Reaper. In terms of weapons, I'm running my beloved Ager Sceptre, one of my favorite weapons in the game, so we can freeze everything even more on top of our stasis turrets. Another pretty good option for your kinetic weapon would be Wicked Implement. The only reason I'm not running this is because in my energy slot, I'm using Tarnished Mettle with Demo and Voltshot. Ever since Season of the Plunder, I have been running this Scout for this build, and I absolutely love it. Honestly, any Demolitionist weapon works, but this is personally my favorite. In terms of seasonal mods, the only one that really works for this build is going to be Semi-Auto Striker, as long as you're running Wicked Implement and or Demo Scout Rifle. I'm sure Rapid Fire Ranger and Monochromatic Maestro are going to be good for this build, but again, I'm way too lazy and have not leveled up my artifact enough to grab those. Well, that's about it for this build. I will personally be using this build a lot for day 1 crota, but that's just me. If you got any questions at all, feel free to let me know in the comments. And again, this is like my second time uploading to YouTube, so I am so sorry about the horrible quality of these videos and my microphone. I, of course, lost my mic from my headset a couple of days before the raid race, so I have to come up with some way to communicate during the raid. This video also took me like 1,000 hours to make, so I'm hoping it doesn't flop. Goodbye.